Okay, so last night went poorly. This might go poorly now. I'm on the ladder. All right, up here on the bus today, about to try to install the solar panels. I have 6 of them. I'm gonna put 4 of them up here on the top, on the front, and then there's this emergency exit vent, and then another 2 right here. So I have 6 total. I'll have space to add more in the future, but I don't know if I know I'm not doing this in the right order, but basically we're going to start off by painting the roof underneath where the solar panels are going to go. And the only reason I'm doing it like kind of rushed and out of order is because I got an appointment tomorrow to go have a guy help me install the solar system. So I need to have the panels on, but I didn't want yellow paint underneath the panels. So I'm just gonna prime those and paint those. And so washing the roof right now with my bucket of suds, and then we will let that dry, put some primer on, put some paint on after a little bit. And then while I'm doing that, I'll be working on building the frames for the solar panels themselves and go from there. So all right, here it's happening. So these are going to be the angle iron that makes the racks for the solar panels. So just spraying these with some rust inhibiting primer, and they will be black. So black primer and then black paint as well. Okay, if you want to hire me to do any painting jobs, I'm painting. Just going on with a thin coat of primer to start off with, and then we'll come back with more primer and then go with the enamel paint. Definitely a professional paint job up here with 3 cans of primer and two cans of enamel. Anyway, mainly just to keep me from having to pull the solar panels up later and paint underneath them. So, and the good thing is nobody can see the top of the bus really, so it gives me a chance to test out the particular kind of paint, this Rust-Oleum, and make sure it works in case we decide to do that on the rest of the bus. All right, now working on the brackets again. All right, so this is like really frustrating. I'm starting to get my layout up here with the angle iron and 1 set of panels. There'll be 2 up here that are not in the spot where they're going to be, but I keep having what I think are good ideas and then realizing that by the time I do what I want to do, then I'm not going to be able to reach underneath in order to get other fasteners in and that kind of stuff. And so anyway, big pain in the tail, but I don't know, got a couple hours of light left, so I'm determined. I think we have a plan. Luke is my helper. Thanks, buddy. So we're going to use these rails on the outside and then the regular brackets right there on the inside. And I thought I'd be able to have all 4 panels connected together in the middle, but that's just not going to work. Now we are just making this one here mirror that one as far as its hardware, and then hopefully we'll get stuff screwed in tonight. So sun's going down, but maybe another 45 minutes or so. So hopefully we can get it done. All right, so moment of truth. Drilling the first hole into the outside. Goodness, okay. Thank you. All right, so I made a hole. I got these cool fancy fasteners, I don't know, toggle bolts. So you drill a 1/4 inch hole and then you put this down in it, and then and then you do this number and then pull it up, and then this little thing here slides down, and then you cut off the excess, and then you've got, you know, a lot more surface area to pull against as opposed to just, you know, the threads of a screw into thin sheet metal. So it's pulling on this. Anyway, so that's what we're doing now, and about to put a whole mess of silicone on the hole so it's all weatherproof. All right, so I picked the seam here. Couldn't do that on all of them, but when I could, I wanted to pick the most rigid spot. So here we go. We're sticking one of these toggle bolts down in here. Hopefully the hole is big enough, otherwise I'll have to mess with my hole. Looks like I have to mess with my hole. All right. Okay. Okay, so put that there, perfect. Okay, so start. Oh, please tell me this goes down in there. Oh yes, okay, perfect. So it's down in there now, and then you slide this part down. And then you cut off the excess here, and this thing just, really this little piece of plastic just kind of holds it together while you get the screw in there. There we go. Hopefully this next one will be a little easier, because I don't think that there's, this is just going down in, this is like in a U channel here. This one should be easier. Hopefully, yep. There it is. Slide it down. Cut off the excess. Nice. All right, got 2 more to go. And then I put 2 up here at the front because it is at the front. And that's where the most wind is going to be hitting it. Cool. All right. Putting in the last few brackets here. These are door hinges, holding it to this angle iron that is securely bolted into the frame. And anyway, last night was a big challenge. I did not get as far as I wanted to, but you know, got it to the point where I can you know, finish this up right now. So anyway, putting in the last few bolts on this side, and then I'll finish the last couple on the other side. That'll be 4 panels total, and then I still have over here 2 more panels to go. So my appointment's in 3 hours to go have the solar guy help me do the rest of the install. So we'll see what we get done. All right, we're at Off Grid Solar in Falcon, Colorado, and the bus, I backed a bus into a garage for the first time ever. And
you're good at backing it up.
Anyway, it was one of these situations where I could probably take months to figure out the solar system, and not the one that we live in, just the system of solar charging for the bus. And I was like, you know what? I'd just rather have somebody else do it. So these guys are the pros, and they do all kind of RV stuff all the time, and for houses and whatnot. So I was really impressed with their knowledge and expertise in this. They showed me some other builds that they had put together, so pretty excited. So when we come back in a few hours, all the solar stuff will be installed and up and running. So whew.
Yay. And then
excited about getting done with that.
We can go on a little trip with
and then we'll go on a road trip with a shell of a bus. But we'll be able to charge our iPad, so that's good.
Life is good.
Just coming from here.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, everything is housed here, right?
Okay.
All right, so I'm headed back over to pick up the bus, and man, I am pumped. It should have all of the solar scenario all squared away, set up and everything. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect when I first started off, but Drew and Kevin over at Off Grid Solar in Falcon, Colorado, shout out to you guys. Man, they made the process real simple. You know, they got their stuff together. I mean, as far as knowing exactly what I needed, that kind of thing. So we're gonna have plenty of battery power, plenty of solar panels. We're gonna have an inverter charger, which is gonna be able to take solar or shore power and use that to charge the batteries. Plus, we'll be able to charge the solar batteries with the bus alternator when the bus is running, if it's cloudy, that kind of a thing. We're gonna have AC power, DC power. We're gonna be able to run the whole thing from our phone too, which is just like something I wasn't expecting to be able to do, which I'm so pumped about. So they're gonna give me a tutorial and show me what's all there. And this is one of those things where, like, I kind of understand it. Like when they talk about it, it kind of makes sense. But for me to try to put it all together myself, that's just, man, it's just going to take way too much time and effort. And you know, this way I feel way better about it. I know there's not going to be a fire hazard. He said they fused the heck out of it, put a bunch of fuses in. So I'm not going to, you know, blow anything or catch anything on fire. So safety is really important, and I'm really excited about that, and just having it a reliable, beefy system. And I'm using AGM's batteries, you know, which are not the top of the line, but they're really good. And if I ever want to switch out to lithiums, then we'll have the ability to do that, and all we'll have to do is tell the computer in the charge controller, hey, there's lithiums now instead of AGMs. And so that'll just be a battery swap in the future if we ever do that. But anyway, so totally pumped, and we'll show you guys what the new system looks like.
This is your hot coming from your chassis battery.
Okay.
So it's the front. All right. So this is going to come into this 150 amp breaker. It is off right now. Turning it on. Just flip it like that.
Okay.
Kill it there. Goes into your BIM. Okay. This energy goes from here to here and is triggered by your switch.
Okay.
Here's your solar. Okay, I tied all these wires in nice and tight.
Oh, that rocks.
Okay, we're going to come into a 50 amp because we're doing a lot more voltage than amps. Same thing. If you want to turn your solar off, just hit that yellow button.
Okay.
That'll put your solar back on. Okay.
All right.
So that all passes into here. Your hot for your solar actually comes to this mid 60 amp.
Okay.
Right here, and goes into your here. So we fused everything so you can't damage anything.
Okay, great.
Okay. You don't have to touch anything on here. You're in bulk mode charging already. The solar's charging these batteries.
Okay.
Okay. This is that panel we talked about.
Sure.
And you're gonna mount. So right now, inverter is on. So when this panel's mounted, right? Charger only, you can turn everything off, so we might as well leave it off.
Okay.
Or when it's on to the right, those go hot. But there's no reason to put them on now because you're not connecting anything.
Okay.
This is live. This is 12 volts. And from this point over is straight to the batteries.
Look back there. Look back there in the corner. Right there. That is some awesome solar setup. Dude, I am so happy. The stuff that they put together was just really cool. It can do basically whatever you can think of. Charge stuff, convert things. I can jump the bus off of it, charge it from the bus. I'm gonna have to go watch some YouTube videos on how to use the Victron app, but that's the stuff that they put in there, and you can control it all from your phone. And so I'm totally pumped. But thanks again, Drew and Kevin, Off-Grid Solar Specialists in Falcon, Colorado. Man, they did an awesome job. So headed home now, and totally pumped. That's about it.